Please excuse my look. It was a very hectic morning.
What do you mean, excuse you?
I look like just out of shower. Don't you think? It's gonna be Shami and Ami for today.
मतलब कुछ भी
Oops. As always, we are starting with the free tour, and oh my god, I mean, whatever you are seeing right now has been rebuilt. The whole entire city was destroyed by Nazi, and bit by bit, not like from the bomb from the sky. It's like bit by bit they went in and then they bombed it. Then one architect took it upon him to convince the Soviets to help them rebuild the city, and it was like obviously a huge task, because not only that they built the whole city, but they convinced people to move back in for the Poland spirit. Hitler obviously destroyed the castle as well, but the architect convinced the Communists Party to help them rebuild it. They denied at first, because obviously they don't like royalty. But then they said that we won't pay for it, but you can build it. Then architect put the honest box all around Poland, so that people from their own income donate for the castle, and they did, and they rebuilt the castle. And not just that, the paintings that you see inside of the castle were saved by the citizens, and they obviously hid it so that Nazi won't touch it, and then they have put it back in the palace. Love the Poland spirit, love it. You see this? This is the remnant of a tank that was used to destroy the cathedral. And honestly, this city has seen a lot, and it's such a tragedy. But when you see these buildings around, you don't feel it. That's how amazing job they have done to rebuild the city. Do you see that bell? And I so want to tell you a great story, but apparently people back then who built it, they didn't know what to do with it. It cracked at some point, and they had it, so they decided to put it here. Now there is a legend that if you touch on top of it and walk like a circle, your dream will come true, but there is no evidence to it. So it's just a big bell in the city for no reason. So whatever we are telling you is only 10%, because we are actually running. If you're thinking, why am I saying these things really fast? I'm not high, I'm not drunk. It's just that we are only telling you 10% of what we are hearing. And honestly, it's amazing.
Our guide has a lot to say, and there are so much to know about Warsaw. So majority of the things that Ami is saying is only gonna be the key points that we picked from our tour guide.
In Poland, all the buildings in the old town have got some pictures, like paintings, and this one has fruits and vegetables and lady with chicken and stuff. So basically there was a house of a merchant who was selling fruits, vegetables, and obviously meat. Again, I want to tell you that this wall was a part of the medieval wall used to protect the city, the boundary and stuff, but that's all rubbish. Nothing like that. They just made it because they wanted something pretty looking, I think, monument in the city. That's what we've been told. And that worked, because it was one of the points during our tour. We stopped here, we talked about it, so that worked. We all know what happened with the Jewish community, and things are gonna get a bit darker. So if you don't want to hear those things, you can skip this portion. And we all know about the concentration camps, but there was so much more to it that we learned today.
One day, Nazi soldiers started going around the city telling people that if you go to the train station, there's going to be a train waiting for you, you can board it and we will take you to Russia. And in Russia you will be given your own little piece of land, we just don't want you here. And many people went, because anything must be better than this cramped ghetto. The train would leave Warsaw and after about 2 hours it would suddenly stop. And the passengers were informed that the locomotive is busted. They need to fix it. But while they fix it, you guys should go outside and take a shower. And of course the shower chamber was the gas chamber. The place was Treblinka. The people would stop there, they would undress themselves, they would go into a chamber, suddenly the doors would close, people would be gassed for about 10 minutes, the bodies would be taken out, thrown into a mass grave covered with dirt, and then another train arrives. Every 40 minutes, every day, hundreds of people dying in a death factory.
So we just finished the tour and oh my god, we are just so amazed. I mean, how Polish people has fought over those years in World War II and after the World War II as well.
And not just that, I think our guide, I guess he's in early 30s, but every day, wherever he goes, it reminds him of his past. I mean, I will never look at things the way it is. After hearing him, like even when he goes to his grocery store to buy a bread, there is a board there that says 20 people were killed here in 1943.
Yeah, so each and every street has a story to tell. And I'm telling you, majority of the stories, they are not good. They are always end with some
people buried or like passed away. It's a very dark history.
Not maple, savory sauce.
Butter, maybe onions.
Onions.
Onions,
Okay.
please.
Okay, and dumplings, tomato soup.
This is tomato soup with
Two. What?
one, this one and one pierogi.
Oh, okay, that's all. Yeah.
That's all. What is that?
Multi-fruit juice.
Juice, fruit juice.
Multi-fruit juice.
Can we try one?
Okay.
So we come to this traditional restaurant. It's called Bar.
Milkbar.
In English, it's called Milkbar. And we have ordered tomato soup with pasta and pierogi. And there is one juice. It's not a watermelon juice. It's not a strawberry juice. It's just different. We are not sure what it is, to be honest.
Also, the purpose of these sort of places was you go in, you eat good, healthy, cheap food and go back to fighting the war, because Poland has seen so many wars. So that's why this is very traditional. And so in Warsaw, you will see this milk bar all around the city. And the food is insanely cheap.
Actually. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so good. I guess they steamed it.
Oh wow.
And then there is some caramelized onion on top. And look at this spinach inside. Oh my god, it's so delicious.
If you know Eva Zubek, then you probably know that she talks about pierogi a lot. And we thought like, yeah, it would be like just other dumplings. Oh my god. We couldn't be more wrong. We had some, honestly, we had some store-bought pierogi, which we loved, by the way. So we thought, okay, we have to try the fresh one. So we tried spinach and feta pierogi. And I think if you are coming to Warsaw or even Poland, any city, do not miss out on that, because it's insane. It's so fresh. It's like very homemade. basically your grandmom is making something for you. It's that good and it's that filling, you know, amazing. If you are vegetarian, then you don't have to worry about it because some of these milk bars have vegetarian options as well. So they have taken their traditional dish and they have converted into vegetarian friendly. We heard that people in Warsaw or in Poland in general are a bit cold, but we haven't experienced that. Like, they all are smiling at us and they are very friendly. Everyone nod at you. Like when we say thank you when we are crossing the road, they smile back. So I don't see any coldness.
One thing I'm very proud of New Zealand, that New Zealand made us really kind person, and at the same time they made us polite. In general, and also whenever we see people, it's not like we want to smile. It's just in our nature that it's already built because we were living in New Zealand for so long that we always gonna smile. If we catch eye with somebody, we will always gonna smile, and I think that's how New Zealand changed us from being Indian to being Kiwi.
If you don't know, New Zealand is known for their kindness. New Zealand people are one of the kindest people that you will ever see or meet. They are very friendly too.
So in the old town of Warsaw, you will find plenty of restaurants. We have checked some of the menus from these restaurants and they are way expensive. But instead, if you just go out of the old town and you can find some of the Milkbar, the traditional restaurants of Poland, and you will find plenty of traditional food and inexpensive ones. So you don't have to dine in here. Of course, if you want to dine in for the experience of the old town, you can always dine in here. But go outside and have an inexpensive traditional meal.
So we are going to the viewing tower. Everything around here seems to be quite affordable. It only cost us 10 local currency, and the thing is you have to carry some cash. So because they didn't accept any card, so carry cash and it's only 10 baht.
So I was really impressed with Warsaw Old Town, but looking from the high up, oh my god, this old town is beautiful.
That was a long ass bus ride, and I think because it's public holiday, the bus, I don't know, was taking extra long. So we are very tired already, and we are tired in general because last few weeks have been bang on. We are gonna take some rest, but and that's why we are taking very slow today. But yeah, so we are in our favorite ever food chain, McDonald's. I think at some point they should sponsor us. Yeah, so we are just gonna have our coffee. We are gonna eat something, and yeah, we'll show you around. Warsaw is just, oh by the way, local people call it Warsaw, and in English it's called Warsaw. Warsaw. So we are gonna go with the locals, Warsaw. Probably still butchering the pronunciation, but here we go.
So today is 15th of August, and while we were going around Warsaw to see some attractions, we realized there are so many local people going towards one direction, and we started googling it, what is happening, because there are a lot of people. So then we came to realize that it's a Polish Armed Forces Day today, so there is gonna be a whole military parade happening in Warsaw. So we are gonna go have a look.
And it looks like, like it's our Independence Day as well. So like in India. But here, it looked like Independence Day as well because everyone had the flag on. People were wearing white and red color clothing and stuff. So we thought something related to a country is happening. And Sagar Googled it and found out that in 1920 there was a war between Poland and Soviet. And Poland won. So it's a big deal. Whoop, whoop. So we are here to cheer Polish people.
Jedna z głównych armii. Nigdy nie zmienia słowa. Naród polski, lud stolicy.
So we are trying to find a spot so we can see the parade, but oh my god, it's jam-packed with people. So I'm not sure if we will be able to see it. It's impossible to see anything. There are so many people.
You're not missing out on much. You have seen this in India, right?
No, I haven't. On TV, we have seen it on TV. We just lost our hope, and then we were just walking through the streets and we found this. Well, apparently you don't have to, go into the crowds to see the parade. I mean, I won't be able to see tank, I guess, the fighter tank, but I can still see heaps of soldiers.
We are walking on the safest street on the earth because all are army personnel. So they are going to protect us one way or the other. Wow, I feel so safe right now.
Well, now we get to see some tanks as well.
Sagar is very happy about that. I have read some novels and it talks about how the coup happens and all the tanks came in and oh my god, you feel now those words like coming alive and it's so fascinating. I always knew that, but I didn't have any reference to prove it. I never considered myself as Indian or Kiwi. I don't do those labels, just for me at least, because I feel like we all are human, and it was just my pure luck that I was born in Gujarat or I was born in India. Pure luck. I didn't do anything. So how can I be so proud of something that was not in my hand? I could be as proud American or as proud New Zealander or even as proud Polish. I always go by this thinking. So today, when we were among these people who are actually gathered to celebrate their land, their country, and you feel the proud, the happiness, the celebration of freedom, you feel everything, right? And that's the same feeling that we used to have on the 15th of August. And ironically, it's 15th of August here. So I think the skin color is different, language is different, the land is different, but the feeling is the same. So it's just beyond me that why we are hung up on such a thing called my country. I mean, we all are in the end are fighting or being happy for just same reason: freedom.